Phil, obviously, as you kind of suggested before, the substitution pattern was really different tonight. How do you kind of feel like that played out?
Well, I thought Sasha felt real comfortable with it. He looked like that fit his style of game pretty well. I'm not so sure about some of the others. I thought Luke played some real good minutes out there tonight. We didn't sustain the effort during that period of time, but that first unit lost a lot of it before they got out of there in the third quarter, and it almost felt like we lost that quarter. I think we ended up winning the quarter by 6-8 points, even after all was said and done. But they had a big run at the end of the quarter, and it hurt our morale.
Still, the way you kept going to Powell in the second half, was that a positive in compared to the previous two games?
Yeah, I'm not so sure. We did it the right way as much as I'd like to have done it. I think he got some touches. I think we forced some issues. We didn't make good passes. We didn't give him the ball in the right spot. There are a number of things, and they were working hard defensively to make that happen. So you got to give some of the credit to the Warriors. But I thought our ball players didn't really work to do the right thing, to feed him the ball in the post. And that's obviously the strength against this team.
So you usually count on Kobe for energy on the road, but given his shooting the last couple of games, it didn't seem like his legs were quite there tonight. Do you think you'll have to watch his minutes in these games coming up?
I think we'll be all right. I was worried about Fish, make sure that he got some short minutes tonight, and, that he can play some longer minutes on the road, because I know that's going to be important for us in that regard. But we'll see. Chicago's played really well on their home floor right now, and we have a game that we know is going to be a tough one when we go in.
So those 7 items on the board, how do you think that?
Well, turnovers were awful tonight, right off the bat. Direct line penetration was not very good. I thought we did, some real inconsistent things against their personnel, knowledge of their personnel. So there's 3 or 4 things right off the bat that I can name that we did not improve in tonight. But significantly, I thought there was some better recognition in transition defense. Even though they got some breaks early, we still had better recognition as to getting back and shutting the ball down.
Tuesday night, you chalked at least some of the turnover problems to what Philadelphia was doing defensively. Tonight, what are the explanations?
They had 15 steals.
Yeah. Is that defense or is that carelessness?
Well, there's certainly some carelessness, but they double teamed Kobe a couple times. He wasn't prepared for it, and they stripped him a couple times. And they made some. That's a team that plays the ball. That's their game, is to get steals so they can run. So we didn't handle that part of it well, but they are the ones that created it by having 15. We didn't make that many mental mistakes as we just made against Philadelphia, throwing the ball all over the lot.
Bill, this is the 3rd game now where big leads have gone away, and obviously you talked a lot about that yesterday. Going on the road now, though, for 7, is this something that you have to work through, or is it something that you'll make changes so you can work?
I don't think it'll be as much of a problem on the road, because we get to better mindset. We're not as loose. Minutes will be a little bit different for bench players when you're on the road, and some of the regulars will play longer minutes. So we think that we'll be all right. They're going to be tough contests, no doubt about it, and we're going to have to play a little tighter to the chest.
With Chicago, with Ben and Derrick both in the backcourt, will we see Fish on Derrick Rose, or what do you think about Trevor or Kobe in that position for athleticism?
No, Fish has maintained his own against a lot of these big guards by using his strength, and that's been a remarkable part of Fish's game that's become an improvement, consistent improvement of his over the years, and he measures people pretty well. And with the length of Powell, we've been able to corral a lot of guards in a way that's been pretty impressive. Obviously Chris, Paul's and Derrick Rose is out there that you do have to work a little harder on and find a defense, or maybe even a zone to go to at times.
Do you find it dangerous at all to say there's 7 on the road and have a number in your head?
No, I don't do that. At times I have, when I felt this team was, back in the 2000, I give them you know, an underrated number to see if they could rise to the occasion. But right now, you know, we're going out to try and win every game one at a time.